Sit with this for a moment. When a woman pulls away or goes silent, it's not always because she's losing interest. It's not necessarily because you said something wrong or she's playing games. Sometimes her silence comes from how deeply she feels for you. So deeply it unsettles her. The emotional bond, the intensity, the fear of being that vulnerable again. It can trigger her instinct to run or retreat. And the safest move in that moment is to pull back, to go quiet, to see if you'll chase her or stay grounded. This isn't a test of your ego, it's survival instinct. And if you don't recognize what's really going on underneath, you'll take it personally, and in doing so, self-sabotage. Let's break it down so you never get lost in confusion again. Point 1. She was taught vulnerability is dangerous. From a young age, she learned to protect herself, be independent, rely on no one. So when she finally feels safe and emotionally drawn to a man, her instinct might not be to move closer, but to retreat. Why? Because the feelings are powerful. Because needing you requires taking off her armor. And that terrifies her. So don't assume you've done something wrong. What you're witnessing is the fear of caring deeply. Silence becomes her safety. Distance becomes her strategy. If you don't understand that, you'll chase her right when she needs space. And that only pushes her further away. Point 2. Her silence is self-regulation, not rejection. When emotions run high and the attachment deepens, she steps back. Not to end things, but to regain balance. She's trying not to fall so fast that she loses herself. But here's where most men fail. If you respond to her silence with neediness, anxiety, or over-validating behavior, you confirm her fear. That vulnerability leads to instability. But if you stay steady, patient, and composed, you quietly show her it's safe to trust you, that you're not shaken by emotional waves. Point 3. She needs to know you're whole without her. In the early stages, she's asking silently, "Can he stand strong even when I step away?" She doesn't want to be your emotional foundation. She wants to feel your stability, your independence, your peace. If you lose your center every time she pulls back, she'll start associating love with emotional burden, and that's when she walks. Not because she doesn't feel something, but because the depth scares her, and she doesn't trust it will last. Point 4. Most men panic and chase too soon. The moment she goes cold, most guys overcompensate. They overtext, overexplain, overreach. But often she hasn't truly left. She's observing. She's wondering, can he hold space when things are uncertain? When you stop trying to prove yourself and simply become the man she risks losing, that's when her walls begin to drop. Chasing makes her question. Holding your ground makes her respect you. Point 5. Give her space as a gift, not a punishment. Space doesn't have to mean resentment. If she feels safe taking space without emotional backlash from you, she'll feel safer returning. But if you meet her distance with guilt, passive aggression, or emotional withdrawal, she'll tiptoe around you. She's not trying to hurt you. She's wondering if her emotional mess is still welcome. And if you can offer her that grace, you become the man she doesn't forget, because you didn't demand her perfection. Point 6. Don't overgive just to hold her. Sometimes when she asks for more, time, attention, reassurance, it's not a true need. It's a test. Will you abandon yourself to please her? She's not playing games. She's checking if you have boundaries. Because deep down, every woman respects the man who respects himself. Give from fullness, not from fear. Match her investment, not her emotion. That's what builds desire. That's how real connection grows. Point 7. If she returns, meet her with love and standards. Don't just let her walk back into your life like nothing happened. Ask yourself, has she grown? Has she become clear in her intentions? If she's still unsure, still inconsistent, don't engage. You're not here to fill space. You're here to build something meaningful. The way you treat yourself in her absence sets the tone for how she treats you when she returns. Point 8. Your silence teaches her how to value you. It's not your words that speak the loudest when she disappears. It's how you act. If she pulls away expecting you to beg, and you respond with peace and dignity, she'll feel the weight of what she's losing. That absence will say more than any angry message ever could. Women don't regret leaving the man who begged. They regret losing the man who never needed to. So if she comes back, don't just resume. Reevaluate. Has she healed or is she just lonely? Because the man who stands still when she runs is the man she respects when she returns. Point 9. She comes back only when you don't wait. Here's the paradox. The man who waits in silence loses her. the man who moves on with peace and purpose. That's the man she comes back to. If you're still orbiting her world silently, watching her stories, checking in, you're still energetically attached. But if you truly let go, you stop watching, you rebuild. You become unavailable, not out of spite, but because you're busy evolving. And if she comes back, she finds a man she barely recognizes, a man she now has to earn. The truth is, women don't always walk away because they've lost interest. Sometimes they're overwhelmed by how much they feel. And when you meet that fear with grounded strength, calm presence, and quiet confidence, you become the man she never forgets. So when she goes silent, don't panic, don't chase, stand tall. Let her feel what it's like to miss a man who's not afraid to be missed. Because in a noisy world, the grounded man is the one she runs back to,